Good afternoon, everyone. New Zealand, cold and windy summer, absolute reversal of last year. The average temperature has dropped 1 degree Celsius. Ripping low, out of season, dropping snow again for the second time during the summer. These same unusual cyclonic winds, incredible electrical storms across the east coast of Australia, pushing 18 feet of snowpack in the Sierra Nevadas, accompanied by other strange clouds and anomalous formations. Lightning strike on an aircraft wouldn't be so unusual, except this is Moscow in the middle of winter. Snowpack across Asia and Europe, incredibly dense at this point. Deep cyclonic winds ripping across Europe. You'll see that same cyclonic movement pushing right up through the United States. Unusual lake effect snow formations. And I'm going to leave you with some vertical gardening ideas, as we are absolutely going to start to need to move our vegetable growing indoors. And while you're watching the video, please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030 and send this through your social media. Headline: cold and windy summer, an absolute reversal of last year, talking about New Zealand. Grand solar minimum forecast was at least 1 to 3 degrees Celsius drop, and here we go. Average temperature drop for Auckland and Wellington, a full 1C. Gee, that matches with the grand solar minimum. Cyclonic winds at over 100 miles per hour. Second dumping of snow in the middle of summer in New Zealand's South Island. Also ripping electrical storms up the east coast of Australia, far beyond the norm of anything that people have witnessed before. The ferocity of the wind and the ferocity of the lightning, the thickness, the intensity, and the charge in the air. These are atmospheric compression events ripping across the planet, both northern and southern hemisphere. The fourth atmospheric compression river going to enter California in the next few days. Already 17 plus feet of snow, massive snowpack. This was the depth 2 weeks ago, and it's even increased another 100 centimeters or 6 feet since then. Incredible cloud formations in front of this new low about to hit. Massive waves. They've had the highest waves that they've ever recorded across the California coast right now, along with these absolutely unusual cloud formations. Where it's topped 200 inches already. Across a lot of the ski resorts, they had to close. Too much snow. Mammoth, Squaw, Alpine Meadows, Mount Rose. Jumping over to Europe, lightning strikes aircraft. Okay, that's pretty common during the summer. Yet this is Moscow in the middle of winter. Ask yourself, why are there lightning storms in the middle of winter? Looking at the snowpack across Eurasia and Europe, unusually heavy and dense compared to the last couple of years. Lake District in the UK, unusual, strange fogs across the shoreline. Again, these atmospheric anomalies are happening globally, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Looking at these deep cyclonic lows, the second one that's ripped across Europe has that same exact turning pattern that you saw in New Zealand. It's been also seen in the United States and pushed over and had this unusual streaming Arctic air over the Great Lakes. And with all these unusual weather patterns occurring at the exact same time, we need to really start talking about this grand solar minimum, which media refuses to talk about, politicians don't want to talk about it, and the IPCC will not even give you press credentials if you speak about it in your website and try to get access to their conferences. But with all that said, the decimation across Europe of the vegetable production this winter shows that we are going to start to need to move our growing indoors for vegetables and grains and fruits. DIY vertical gardens for your home, and it'll allow you to grow enough vegetables for your family. You can put this around in your home. And we need to start thinking about solutions, because we've already crossed the line of no return. It is going to intensify from this point forward. And every little tiny solution that we can use together all adds up to one solving of a problem of not just our lifetime or not just the 5 generations preceding us. We are talking about a once in a 400-year event that we need to overcome. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. And absolutely, without a doubt, all of these weather anomalies are going to affect our agriculture this year. Please jump over to Trade Genius. You can speak with Bob on how they also see the weather patterns affecting different grain crops and how they're trading the grand solar minimum.